Okay, there we go. Peace and blessings, beloved family. Welcome to another amazing episode of Who's Naked Up in Here. I'm your host, Mr. Witz, alongside my gorgeous co-host, the phenomenal gifted. Everyone, please open your mics, unmute yourself, and greet each other the way family do.
Good evening, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
God damn.
Happy to
We
be
made
here.
it.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hey, we made it to Wednesday.
Yeah.
Whoop, whoop.
Ooh.
I love it. I love it. Thank you all for being here tonight. We could not keep this space without your presence. So know that your spirit in the room means everything to us. For those who are here or just viewing for the first time, this is an open mic. This is a safe space to share. Here there's no judgment, only homage given to each other throughout our works. Um, for all those who are looking to share tonight, please uh, click the reaction button at the bottom of your screen. Then you'll come up on a hand raised gesture. All hands that are raised will be acknowledged. Everyone will be allowed to share two pieces unless they're short, which we give a little more leeway for short pieces. Um, all that I ask is that everyone please keep their mics muted while someone is sharing. Um, After an artist shares, of course, we want to unmute and show homage to the art as well as the artist. Um, there's a chat room on the side that you are all welcome to utilize throughout the show as often as possible. So, with that being said, let's get the show started. Being the gentleman that I've been raised to be, I want to offer it to my queen. Would you like to open up the show tonight, Gifted?
Can I do one and come back? Is that okay?
Yes, by all
Oh,
means.
all right.
Everyone, please open up your mics and show some love to Gifted.
Woo!
Gifted.
Let's go, Gift.
Let's go, Gifted.
All right. Thank you so much for allowing me to open up and just in being in this space tonight. I want to pay homage to one of my favorite poets um, that passed away just yesterday or 2 days ago, Nikki Giovanni. So I want to pay homage to her because she's my favorite. She's from Cincinnati, hails from Cincinnati, lived here for a number of years. And she's just been an incredible influence and inspiration for a number of us. So I'll start with this short piece. It's The Wind in the Bottle. Twice she dreamed of rainbows, not for the pots of gold, nor the elves basking in the colors, but the symmetry of the line going up and down. Once she wished for wings, or at least red shoes to ease on down the road. Often she worries, 2 arms, 1 head, 1 heart, can't protect the falling fruit. Something will stay on the tree and rot. Something will fall and be left behind. Twice she dreamed of rainbow, playing hide and seek with the clouds. The colors defy the sun, who kisses the wind good night. And again, that's The Wind in the Bottle by Nikki Giovanni. And quoted.
That
Black
was beautiful.
Eyes. Quilting Black Eyes. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't want to cut you off. I was trying to get that last one in. You said rainbows She dreamed of rainbows playing hide and seek with the clouds.
Yes.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Thank you. Yes. Who kisses the wind good night. I love that piece. And then one more here is the Black History Month. If Black History Month is not viable, then wind does not carry the seeds and drop them on fertile ground. Rain does not dampen the land and encourage the seeds to root. Sun does not warm the earth and kiss the seedlings and tell them plain, you're as good as anybody else. You've got a place here too. That's by Nikki Giovanni. Thank you. And again, rest in peace, Queen, rest in peace. Thank you for your influence. Thank you. Thank you all for listening.
Thank you, honey. That was beautiful, and thank you for sharing her work with us as well. Yeah, that was another
Huge
hit
loss
that
to
we
the
said.
literary world.
Say that again.
I said a great loss to the literary world for me.
Yes, indeed. Well said. Well said.
Thank you all.
Everyone, please show some love to Gifted.
Gifted. That was a beautiful read.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, nice tribute. Very nice. Very nice, in fact.
Thank you, Gift.
Awesome. As we move along, I'm gonna read two pieces before I go to the next artist. Y'all please show some love for Mr. Mrwitzthepoet.
Yeah, let's get it.
So your locks are getting longer, sir.
Yes.
Get
Thank
it
you, brother.
sexy.
Thank you.
Get
They,
it sexy.
Come on with
yeah, they've been gaining a little bit. I need to get them braided down like you, my brother. Let us come in. Okay, give me a second. Here we go. His first piece is entitled A Paintbrush Dip in a Cup of Water. My dreams haunt me in color. I keep seeing myself trying to outrun my death. Just another evening of my complexion, fighting to keep the brown in my face. And somehow I peel to escape the notion of being haunted by my demons, monsters that show up green of envy, hunting the purple out of a king. I haven't seen the red of my blood run burgundy at their hands before, but their silver bullets chase the yellow streaking my spine, my shed of black skin becoming the background along with the night, the white sole of my sneaker bottoms drowning in a muck of mud. Somehow it rains each time. I find my silhouette captured in their aim while they draw tan straws to see who is worthy, to blaze the smokish gray of my sprinting cloud. I always seem to find this wood grain door to bang on, the blue eyes peephole, but won't let me in. And I run again, finding a forest green bush big enough to hide in, praying the stamping feet of my ghouls don't find me, poking out on either end. As I become the brown eyes in the bushes, staring eerily out at them, I dream vividly in color, like a black and white horror film. And I pray I never die in my sleep, bleeding out in a rainbow of color, like a paintbrush dipped in a cup of water, attempting to cleanse itself. Poem.
Good job. Good job.
Thank you, dear sir.
Hey,
Whoop, whoop. This one is a new piece I wrote tonight. Thank you, whoever that was. This one is a new piece I wrote tonight. It's in honor of all those we've lost this year. A lot of our influences, the many different genres of entertainment have left us, and those who have lost someone dear to their immediate family. This is dedicated to all of you. It's hard to say goodbye to yesterday, so we try to keep the memories made alive as the vessels that birthed them, minding them like a big screen viewings, laughing, crying, even covering our eyes at times. We don't wish to see them displayed, but the brain is such a fascinating place. It's an honor to be one of someone's memories. You can black out a room by closing your eyes and still see a scene vividly. Even before there was cameras, people were doing remarkable things to impress each other. Songs, dances, and comedic gestures, the things you think about when they are gone, especially when they have left us in physical form forever. So we replay their cleverness in deja vu, somber mutating to joy through tears. Will we forgive their departure by embracing their existence? I know from experience, one thing that's hard to do is make other people see your visions and believe in you. So I wrote this for the actors who breathe life into characters, from television to films that have captured our hearts, for the singers and rappers who left impacting impressions, inspiring us to be great by way of their music. I wrote this for the poets, painters, and visual artists, for the comedians and those who gave powerful speeches. This poem is for the people, the spirits inside them whose expression reflect life inside their artistry. Thank you for gifting us abundantly with your talents. Thank you for reminding us all the importance of creativity. Thank you for teaching us we all are human and our living doesn't cease with our physical demise. We all live on in the smiles and minds of the hearts we've captured, the individuals we impact along our earthly paths. If I could shake your hand and speak directly to you, I'd say thank you for doing exactly what God put you here to do. Peace.
Nice.
Ooh.
Thank you. Love that.
deep on us, man.
Thank you.
Beautiful piece.
Beautiful, man.
Beautiful piece.
So beautiful.
Thank you. I appreciate the love. Let's keep that energy flowing. Everyone, please open up your hearts and your mics and welcome Mary Peterson.
Marianne.
Marianne, let's go.
Hello. Okay, this one I just wrote earlier tonight. And this one is called Acting Like a Toddler. It's based on my youngest son. My youngest son acts like a toddler a lot of times. He has temper tantrums when he doesn't get his way. He yells and screams. He throws things. He even has done self-harm by hitting himself with his fists. He even hit himself in the head with his belt once. He's supposed to use his coping skills before he gets to that point, but he seems to forget to, or he just doesn't want to. I want it to stop. That's it for that one. Then the next one I'll do is based on a writing prompt. The writing prompt was focus and it's from impromptu. And this one is called Focus. I wrote this one also earlier today. I focus all my attention on things I like to do. I focus on my writing. I focus on my hidden object games. I focus on being with my youngest son. I focus hard on things I like. I have less focus on things I don't like. That's it for that one. Then the last one I'll read is called Love is Like. It's from my Love of Life 1 poetry book. Love is like butterflies in the stomach. Love is like sunny skies. Love is like birds flocking together. Love is like happiness. Love is like a dream come true. Love is like angels singing. Love is like me and you staying together through thick and thin. Love is like a happy song. Love is forever. That's it for that one.
Thank you,
Nice work,
Marianne.
Marianne.
Marianne, go with it then.
Beautiful pieces, Marianne.
Thanks.
Love is like a happy song.
Yeah.
That is beautiful.
Great job.
Thanks.
Awesome. Y'all all show some love to Marianne one more time, please.
Ow, ow.
Marianne.
Thanks.
So, welcome, brethren. Thank you for joining us. And welcome to you as well, Amanda. Appreciate y'all being here. Escape artists has joined the room as well. Good to see you tonight as well. If you all want to join the list, please click that reaction emoji and raise your hand so I can get you on the lineup. And as we move along, everyone, please, once again, open up your hearts and your mics and let's welcome Shocky G.
Jackie G.
Whoop, whoop.
Shocky.
Whoop, whoop. All right. There's a piece I'm working on first. Today, I thought about buying a gun. Do you know how hard it is to balance your mental illness with your protection? I don't know if the people who claim to hate my skin want me dead more than I wish I could escape it. No one talks about the effects racism has on mental health. Just praise the Stockholm Syndrome we were born into. Belly of the beast. Call it assimilation. If you are lucky, assassination will be your legacy, and ain't it asinine? We praise ancestors for choosing the ocean. And here I am, comparing a Beretta and a Glock 9 like my black body ain't built for target practice. What happens when the bullseye shoots back? Does a gun just fire backwards? I can't see the difference between the Reaper or the Klansman's hood, between 1935 Germany and this past Saturday in Pittsburgh. Nazis marching in the streets. I thought about buying a gun today, but it seems like the cost of bullets is more than the cost of justice, and I can't pay attention, let alone afford the antidepressants that keep me afloat. Playing Russian roulette with my semi-automatic depression and Smith & Wesson racism. A gun won't save me. I'm destined to die from bullets. Maybe I was not a C-section, but a reincarnated exit wound. But today, I thought about buying a gun, and my whole life flashed before my eyes. So that's the first one. The second one, I did a workshop with Kelly McAllister on the form called a sestina, which is really hard to write. And so this poem is called Fuck Sestinas, even though it has nothing to do with that. My mother always said, never trust the weatherman. Always carry a light jacket or a sweater, an umbrella, because when it rains, it pours, and no one wants to be caught outside, running from one destination to the next because Channel 12 called for clear skies. I've always caught myself looking for silver linings in cloudy skies because nothing positive comes from hearing the weatherman speak of tomorrows and all the days next, as each forecast is woven together like a sweater, like staring at a TV makes more sense than just stepping outside. If you imagine the rains too often, your mind becomes a storm that pours, and your eyes become a cumulonimbus that pours and never lets the sun adorn the skies. And you stay in bed, afraid to go outside, believing all men will lie to you like the weatherman, who crushed the heart you wore on the sleeves of your sweater, pretending you could predict what happens next, like heartbreak. Even though love is what happens next, and the honeymoon, and all the champagne pours, and the falling asleep in someone else's sweater, and someone else's arms under monochromatic skies, falling asleep to the sound of the weatherman, talking about everything that happens outside, till it grows old and boring, and you want to go outside, moving on to become part of someone else's next in a small town. Maybe it is the weatherman who reminds you to grab an umbrella when it pours, while looking into your eyes as if they were summertime skies, as warm as your new lover's favorite sweater. But today is cold and lonely and can't be fixed with a sweater, and you watch the snow fall through a window looking outside. I wonder how it can be so cool with sunny skies. The world slows down with no care to what happens next, and you butter the toast while the coffee pours and sit in silence. You don't need the weatherman to say what's next, snuggled up in your favorite sweater, dancing to percussion drops outside your window as the sky pours, breathing in petrichor from the skies, never again to trust the weatherman.
Great work, Shaki. I love both those.
Yes.
I love that line, looking for cloudy weather and sunny skies. I believe that was the line. That was powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, you wrote that real nicely.
Thank you. Thanks. I will never write another Sestina though, so enjoy it.
Oh no. Well, thank you.
Okay, well, explain to us what that is, Shaki, for the poet illiterate.
So it's 6 stanzas that are each 6 lines, and then the first stanza, the last word of each line. So you would label those 1 through 6, and then every stanza after it changes the order. So like 1 becomes 6 in the next stanza, and then it goes like 6 to 5. You know what I mean? And then each stanza is different, but it uses the same ending words. And then the 7th stanza is 3 lines, and the words are used twice in 1 line. It's hard to explain.
No, it's very interesting. And you
Yeah.
did a great job with it. Um, as complicated as it sounds, your piece was well written. So thank you for
Thank you.
sharing.
Shaki, your pen is on fire. You said these are things you've been writing recently?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's what's up. Yeah, show some love for Shaki G one more time.
Shaki.
Hey, Mama Betty, thank you for joining us
Yes.
tonight.
I'm having a hard time coming in here. I'm gonna leave and come back.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Now let's keep this energy moving forward. Y'all all please open up your hearts and minds and welcome my food dog, Mr. Nemo, soon.
Thank you. He's
The
Nemo.
Nemo.
It is truly wonderful to be here. I have a weaving of micropoems.
I mean, I don't know.
A weeping,
A weaving,
a weaving. Oh, okay.
like on a loom. He sits up there in his goddamn chair, scrawling notes in his notebook. His pen scratches frantically every time I act, every time I move, every time I do something that matters. Now he's stuffing pages into the feeder, and the fax machine in the corner screeches and beeps, while pages littered with his hurried hand fall into piles to be sorted later when I'm trying to sleep. All the grass was dead, and the air was only slightly cold under a silent gray sky. I walked and I smoked. The heart in my chest was freshly broken, still all jagged edges, and I wanted to rip it out to stop it from hurting. As the sky darkened, twinkle lights fought back with their little pools of defiant color. I must have caught it from just the right angle, turned a bit faster than I was meant to, and I saw the seam just behind her ear. And when she turned back, I realized that her eyes were different colors, always had been. I'd just been too distracted to notice before. And her cheeks were different sizes, attached by pipes of different sizes. The one that held the upper portion of the left side of her face was polished chrome. It laced in and out of copper and iron and some polymer they make in some chemical plant in a dark corner of where my bad brain lives. When she spoke again, the telltale ticking of her tongue betrayed that the words that left her mouth were just an echo of something once said, once heard, and somewhere recorded to be remembered later. For 20 years, I sat at the stoplight near my home, watching the leaves change and the trees turn into forests of pharmacies. Always turning left, blinker clicking on and off, and watching clouds while waiting. Now I go straight through the light in silence, driving home and away from where my heart is. My decorations are staying in the closet this year, packed up pieces of a previous life. My childhood decorations are in a box in my mother's garage somewhere. They haven't been unpacked in 30 years. My children's tree has 20 years worth of celebrations hanging on its branches. But there aren't pictures of me in the house anymore. And I have to drive home after they've been nestled all snug in their beds. I got blown free by the explosion of another family. Or maybe I was cast out far enough that the place I lived is only a speck in the distance. I never wanted to be cold again, walking the empty streets. I never thought I'd be standing on the wrong side of the glass once more, looking in to what it must be like to be together. Thank you.
Goodness, Nemo. Y'all please show some love.
Oh, I like that. I specifically like the section about the holiday decorations.
Yeah.
It was real vulnerable, and I really like that.
Thank you.
The two parts that really stood out for me was I stood at the stop sign for 20 years, watching as everything changed around me. I know I've changed up the last part, but just the way you went into it is way, way too deep for me. And the other part was I got blown free by the explosion of another family. Is that what you said?
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
Right on.
When I was a kid, my family blew up. My dad left and it kind of exploded the family. And then when I went through the divorce, it's another explosion, another family get blown clear.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Way to put it.
right, right. Cool.
And I like how you did the last section. I never thought I'd be standing on the wrong side of the glass.
Mm.
Powerful.
Thank you. Thank you very much, everyone.
We love you, bro. Thanks for sharing. Y'all show some love for Nemo soon one more time.
Yeah. You get it, Nemo?
Blown clear of his words.
Spy. That's what's up. Let's keep this energy flowing. Y'all please continue to pour into each other. And I appreciate the way that you've been utilized in the chat. Let's keep that energy flowing. Keep trying to throw those significant points in there if you can capture them. I know listening to some artists is just coming through quick to even jot it down, so we got to try to store it in here. But I appreciate you all for keeping each other lifted. With that being said, let's once again open up our hearts and mics and welcome back Gifted.
Gifted.
Get it.
Yeah,
Get it.
come on, Gifted.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah.
you, everyone. All right. Small white dish. In the eye of turmoil stands hope. Like a needle to thread, finding its way through the hole of darkness. A period of calm, tranquility that ignites the conviction of things not seen. Wind blows, cages rattles, disruption looms, yet assurance of his love rains down, rains down, rains down. And you, raising your small white dish of faith, just to catch it all, rain down in my small white dish. That's my piece.
Bravo. Bravo.
Wow, Gifted.
That
Amazing.
was beautiful. Does the dish reference something? Is it um something you can share that is um referencing?
Thank you. The small white dish is really our bodies, our spirit, our soul, right? Sometimes we're so broken, but it's that small white dish, our souls, our energy, our spirits, that catches the hope and lifts us up to face another day.
I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Giving us voice in lyrics, and poetry. Yeah.
love
love
Shah.
some of it. Y'all and y'all
Love
educate today through the
Shaki.
works as well, which is something that I always appreciate. Um, I've learned in life that the only dumb question is the one that's not asked. So
Yes, I
to
agree.
to be silent and not have full understanding is um not a smart move. So I thank you all who are um bringing something new to the table, showing us different ways to view things
Thank
through
you.
this art. Indeed, let's keep the energy flowing. Everyone, please open up your hearts and your mics and welcome for the first time here on this platform, Nadia.
Woo!
Nadia,
Yes, girl.
welcome.
Nadia.
Nadia!
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you all so much. Um, a little darker than what I normally read, but here we go. Wilting flower. Life can be vibrant, full of colors we can't quite describe. A palette of moments that speak without words. Some shades pierce deep, red like a fresh wound, sharp like the silence that follows loss. Life isn't neat, it's not a straight line. It twists, it fractures, it burns. A scorch mark here, a burn scar there. Proof of the journey, proof of surviving. Darkness, too, becomes part of the canvas. Don't hide it in shame, let it breathe. It shows us where the cracks are, the places where light can break through, where the soul has room to stretch and heal. Nourishment finds us in strange forms, in sunlight breaking through a storm, in the quiet of a long night, nature reminding us that even in decay, there's beauty, that every flower, scarred or whole, tells its own story. Look closer at the cracks on each petal, stories etched by the wind, the rain, the sun's harsh light. It's in the damage we find real transformation, the kind that makes us different, that marks us as having lived. Petals fall one by one, each a story, each a loss. The imperfections tell of battles fought, of seasons survived, mapping out the journey scars, out in the wild, in the forests, and the mountains. Nature doesn't hide from the decay. It wraps itself around the damage, forms new growth from old roots, where the flowers keep reaching even when it's slow, even when the bloom fades to gray. Notice how the petals change, how each evolution carries its own weight. Life clings on, desperate and determined, even as the color fades, even as it turns brittle. The gray before the ash whispers a final truth, a wish for more time, more light. It's the last breath of hope before surrendering back to the earth, returning to the soil, where even in the loss, something new might bloom. Poem. And I have a,
Woo!
Rock and roll,
Yes, that was beautiful.
rock and roll.
Wow.
thank you. I have one more piece I'd like to share if you guys are open.
Open.
Yes, of course. Of course.
Okay. Okay. A lantern in the soil. Birth is the discovery of beginnings, the place where the flow of life exists. Life is like a seed splitting apart, a divine transformation as a great journey begins. Life's river flows forward, carving its path, a body of water on fertile ground, creating conditions where diverse life can be found. A coconut seed falls to the ground, embraced by the earth, carried by waves, whispering new beginnings. The land receives it with love, an energetic hug, allowing space where roots are free to grow. Roots established, reaching for sunlight, aiming for love and freedom, stretching outward, leaning on their inner strength. It learns, adapts, adolescence in motion. The divine plan whispers, growth is possible, stability is near. Flowers bloom, bearing fruit, sustaining life itself in the process. Providing coconuts to beings nearby, the tree becomes a part of the divine balance, a web of life, delicate yet strong, integrating energies for all's well-being. The divine plan whispers, growth is possible, stability is near. In its prime, the tree thrives, a surplus of life force flowing outward. Every fruit, every branch, an offering of strength and nourishment. Coconut trees are water and earth, shelter and sanctuary for all beings, a safe space, a symbol of selflessness, resilience woven in every fiber. Unconditional giving, rare and true, each tree fulfills its essential purpose, contributing to the present, planting seeds for the future. But with time comes reflection. As decades pass, abundance wanes. The tree shifts to preserving itself, honoring the wisdom of natural aging. Every phase unveils treasures, from growth to giving, from giving to preserving. Mindfully at peace, it surrenders to the divine plan, living fully in each moment. When its cycles end, growth ceases, decomposition enriches the soil, leaving nutrients for the next generation. Its legacy lives on, seeds planted, a final surrender to freedom, trusting in the internal flow of life. Poem.
Come on, Nadia. Y'all open your mics and show some love, please.
Whoa.
Wow. God dang.
So lyrical,
You step over.
and evocative.
Great job.
Great job indeed.
Now, when you first opened your mouth, you said this is darker than you normally write.
Yeah.
Your words must be like butterfly wings because everything here was so beautiful. And if this is the dark side of you,
The dark side.
Lord, Lord. And thank you for sharing with us tonight. It was great to hear you. All right, let's keep this energy flowing. We gotta show some love for Nadia one more time.
Yes, absolutely
Nadia.
beautiful.
Beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you for coming. I appreciate it.
Very good. Excellent.
Yes, and we can't wait to hear more from you. All right, let's keep the energy flowing. Y'all keep your hearts and mics open, and please welcome my gray beard brother, Mr. Sir Lawrence.
Sir Lawrence. Woohoo. Woo, woo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there we go. I just about got these controls figured out. You've been noticing?
Oh yeah, you're doing your thing. I see you, baby. You're doing well with it.
Yeah, I'm trying, man. I'm trying. And everything. I would like to offer a tribute to Nikki as well. She was one of my inspirations early on. In fact, I got a chance to see her live once, and it was so funny because it was a big crowd, and I didn't think I was going to get a chance to see her because everybody had rushed the stage, and I was in the back. But fortunately, I brought one of her books and a album, a vinyl of hers. And so I held the vinyl up in the air. And once she saw it, she told the crowd to let me through. Let that young man come over here. You know what I mean? And so that was cool. She
Oh,
signed.
nice.
Yeah, that was really, really cool. So she signed the album
Ah.
and she signed the book, and that was tremendous. Yeah. So that's my Nikki Giovanni story.
Yeah, that's beautiful, brother.
Yeah, yeah. So I get into this piece. Fanning the flames. Stimulated mentally. It's like having a full body massage and now being asked to turn over. Does your conversation and the people you talk to converse with stimulation, opening new circuitry, or throwing that same old dusty rag on the table, widening that same circuit? Two people come to the point they both feel they have to be together. Then it's like two oak logs. It doesn't matter, in the fireplace, in the pit. We just want our flames to start dancing, flickering, adding a little color now and again. It feels so good, we just want to pop, creating little embers. We were so caught up with the heat oozing off the embers. Flames are starting to be replaced with smoke. Then remembering the quote, wanting to be consumed by you, turning into a joke. Flames don't dance without something to feed on. We have so much more to offer, needing to put in the work. All it would take is to give each other a turn to rekindle the flames. Sir Lawrence.
All right now.
Finding you. Through the mental expression out of body describes the experience our souls just had. This is not about wasting time shoveling reckless wants and desires just to have a sexual encounter. That would be too easy, like making two words rhyme. We can do that anytime. It should be more like fluent formation of follicles that funnel the fluids to find your flower, followed by foreplay and floating stars. Drawn like a single moon caught in an orbit, making gravity personal. Fondling with the fit of a total eclipse. Understanding one doesn't work without the other. As we participate in low pH bubbles, fingers flex over mounds and curves. Fresh flesh comparing fresh flesh. Stepping into forever, forever, as all your fissures state. Hover, then fluctuate. Our souls enter our minds through our bodies, dimensionally, where time does not exist. Sir Lawrence.
I like that too. Y'all open up your mics and show some love, please. Great shares, bro.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great job.
God,
Awesome pieces.
yes, sir.
Awesome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So I think it kind of went through the room from that first piece, that line that sat with everyone so well was flames don't dance without something to feed on. Very powerful line. Very powerful. Thank you for sharing though, brother. Appreciate you. Great work. Sorry, I thought I was on the screen.
Yeah. Thank you again.
Indeed, y'all show some love for so long. One more time.
Lawrence.
Woo!
Ah,
Loving it.
Graybeard in the house.
Yes, indeed. The night is rolling pretty smooth. See a few of you who haven't shared tonight. If you're interested in sharing and you haven't shared, please raise your hand so I can see you. I don't want to feel like I'm pushing anybody to do anything, but I would like to hear from you if you haven't shared tonight. So please reach down into those reaction emojis and let me see your hand, and then I'll bring you up. With that being said, everyone, please open up your hearts and your mics once more, and let's welcome C. Santos.
Woo! Yeah.
Right on. Right
Yeah.
on. Come on now.
Yes.
hey,
Get it,
Santos.
Let's go.
Come
Let's
on,
go.
Santos.
I haven't shared in a very long time. I got something old and something new that I was writing while everybody was performing, was sharing. So thank you for all of your inspiration.
You got something borrowed and something blue.
Okay, so I'm gonna read you something old that I wrote in October that was right before my breakup. It's called Bitch Shut Up. Tired of living in your clusterfuck of lies. You've burned down this bridge too many times. Every time I try to rebuild, coughing up debris. You talk to everyone else but me. Triggered all the fucking time when in reality it's excuses to let your narcissism slide. You never fucking listen, yet you tell me how to feel. Bitch, you are bugging if you think your love for me is real. All you do is drag me down. Just because you're too lazy to rise above. Have me sitting here fighting all my suicidal thoughts. A bottle of liquor calling my name at the cusp. Trying to fight off that inner demon you woke up. When will you finally understand? I see through bullshit. You can paint your red flags green. It still doesn't mean that I'm going to be blinded by your unromantic scene. You break down easier than a kite in water stuck flowing upstream. Can't even have sex because you make the scene too obscene. Dramatic theatrics, you set the stage. Got me here all fired up because you never take the blame. You pour venom into my empty cup, expecting me to take a drink, telling others about your imaginary boner like it's a fascinating kink. Got me sitting here in my masculine energy when I'm actually a feminine ass bitch. Even when I told you this, you didn't take me serious. Take off your mask. I will never respect you as a man. If I ever do, it's just me picturing you sucking dick because I know that is all you really want to do. I feel absolutely nothing but hatred towards you. You not even worth a fart. Let's not pretend on my birthday you slipped up and called yourself a gay man. I still haven't forgotten that feminine giggle you did on that corner with your unintroduced friend. All I all I get is disrespect from you, day in and day out. Spreading your web of lies and manipulation as much as white people like showing off their self-spray tan lines. You don't even like me. You're only attracted to my mind. You never hold yourself accountable. It's always everyone else. Look in the mirror, boo. It's time for a reality check. You must be losing your mind if you think our relationship is still on deck. My heart is officially tucked away down under. You can't hurt me anymore. Spread your bullshit to others and see how fast you truly fall. You can sit there and call me a witch with a capital B all you want. Remember, you'll always be your greatest downfall, not your family history. That was yeah, before my breakup. And this is what you all inspired me to write tonight. Dear God, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words and actions do hurt me. I'm trying not to be angry and go crazy, but the devil is really trying me. You have been keeping me cool, calm, and collected, helping me battle the evil of her behavior, swatting away her lies and deceit. I don't know how much more I can take. I am choking. I cannot breathe. Please, God, continue to help me. Build me a house of prayer. Breathe fire into my lungs, hope into my eyes, peace into my heart, growth in my soul. I just want to be a better me. Her being mentally unwell is not an excuse for all of this hurt and pain. I will not pray for her peace or her pleasure. I can't, not right now, not while she's the one causing the storm. My clouded heart, my angry mind, despite what she wants, I won't let the darkness hide in, in, inside of me. Help me to see you instead of her. Shine your light on me. Wipe away my tears and use them to water my dreams, my future. Heal me, Lord. Stitch these open wounds so the rot no longer seeps out. I have been dead inside for far too long. Continue to bring me back to life one day at a time. I can't believe her and I were so wrong. I just want to keep moving things along. Please stop her from stopping me. Stop this rain. There's only so much more I can take. Open my heart, Lord. Help me rebuild. I know I'm stronger than this. Transform me into a butterfly. Transform me into the butterfly I am meant to be. Amen. That is as far as I got. Thank you.
Oh, see, Santos, thank you.
Santos, that is beautiful, Santos.
Ooh,
Oh,
beautiful.
that was
Beautiful.
amazing.
Beautiful
You're
work.
so
You have lots of
strong.
comments.
So strong. Whew.
Yeah, that first piece was like, it had some lines in it that really was blowing my mind. I think about 5 or 6 of us shared that you're not even worth a fart. Um, that, that says a lot. And, uh, it brought some joy to it as well, you know. Um, and what I really liked in that of that last piece was the plea to connect with God and not of the flesh, or or like I don't even say of the flesh, but someone who wrongs you or hurt you in whatever mannerism. So I believe the only way back to God is through love. So for asking for him to shower you with love of him and his knowledge, will push that forward. So I think it was a beautiful rite. And I commend you for being naked tonight.
Made me want to apologize, man. I wanted to apologize for something. I don't know. I felt bad. I need to apologize for somebody because it's never supposed to be that way. But I appreciate you for writing it. I really do.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, show some love for C. Santos one more time.
Ooh,
Yes.
beautiful, beautiful,
Queen.
beautiful work.
Santos.
Let's keep this energy flowing. I hope you all are peeking into the chat. There's been an abundance of love passed on to everybody. So please make sure you get in there and receive that homage as well. Excuse me. But as we move forward, everyone, please open up your hearts and your mics and welcome Mama Betty.
Mama Betty.
Yeah.
Little Ma.
Go,
Go,
Miss
Mama
Betty.
So I have two poems, and Nemo is going to read one called I don't like to see myself that big on the damn screen. So
Come on, Miss Betty.
so Nemo is going to read one called Robots Identity. So Nemo, will you do me the honor, please?
Yes, absolutely. This is Robots Identity Theft. I've never fathomed the thought, mankind's willingness to forego breath, an expectation of a surreal death, metal internal wire, bramble, stringy, compacted, entangled, coils, symbolic, impacted intestines, shut, trapdoor, to exit or access to flow, no face, no eyes to gaze, or lips, mouth to open to utter, use less, voiceless sound at a detriment. So are non-existent appendages, arms, warmth to enfold, 21st century sex dolls, cold, nut-cracked soldiers in X-rated aisle waiting for purchase, near 60-inch idiot screens as you wheel your oxygen machine, desperate for synchronized, harmonious, obtrusive, conceited breath at your most preferred electronic stores. Wait. P.S. It's blacked out. Humanity Friday. All sales are final.
Thank you. Thank you, Nemo.
Oh, thank you.
So
Amazing piece.
Yeah, call him.
So like you, Sir Lawrence, I had an opportunity to meet Nikki Giovanni in my youth. And as you, she is like the breath, the walk of our lifetimes. As she expanded and grew, likewise we did too. That's when we wore our afros, our hot pants, and our long skirts, and identified ourselves in our African names, claimed our heritage. So here's my poem for Nikki Giovanni. She was simply a warrior. Her sword was her pen. Harriet Tubman reincarnated, breaking chains, daring you to dismiss freedom, killing you with her pen, rescuing you 100 times and more, following the drinking gourd. 1,000 ragged garments, scratches of tobacco stained embroidered names of freedom seekers, your shawl. Now, a purple robe of honor, as all the groves in heaven greet you. Those left here fighting still in the battlefields of Babylon, look up momentarily, wiping tears from weary eyes. Salute you. Respect, love, always yours. As we bid you, quite hurry, return to the battlefields of freedom at hand. God's assignment to Nikki, Harriet Tubman, Giovanni, and their assignment to us. That's it. That's my poem.
Everything.
That was
Thank you.
beautiful.
It
That was
beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
I love her too. So that was I love that piece. Thank you, Miss Betty.
And as we reflect, you guys, I think about those poets who are left of that generation, and I'm thinking about the great, petite, giant, like gifted. You know, she is petite like you, and that's the great Sonia Sanchez. Yes, one love, you guys.
Thank you, Mama Betty, for the beautiful words, the homage piece. And I thank you all who are all pouring into that glass tonight. It's so necessary that we share these memories um, of people who have impacted our lives in the way that they have. Beautiful, just beautiful.
And
Everyone
Nemo,
should
give you a standing ovation, Nemo. Thank you again.
Yes, we read that. We read
Bye.
that, Nemo. We read that.
Thank you, Puma.
Well, that was a
Yeah,
great
yeah.
right there too.
Yes, you did.
So y'all show some love one more time for Mama Betty.
Oh, Miss Betty.
Yeah.
It's just and while y'all have your hearts and mics open, let's welcome my brother, Mr. AJ Houston.
AJ.
Come on,
AJ!
AJ.
AJ!
AJ.
Come on, sir.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Enjoying it, man. I was sitting here enjoying what it was. I have this first piece I need to read is it's for Mr. Witz. This is in honor of Mr. Witz because we still got work to do. We've been working on a billion things since we talked about working on a billion things. And that's the truth. So yeah, man, I enjoyed here, man. Welcome, happy holidays, man. I hope y'all enjoying yourself. So here we go. I used to think little boys held their father's hands, walked in their shoes, to test how it felt to walk in their feet. I know now that's not the case. Black men know how unforgiving these streets can be. This is a father's way of keeping them innocent for as long as he can. As soon as these streets accept the weight of a black boy's feet, he will become the next bullseye, a target for a system who has only known how to subtract black body from breath. Centuries of works in progress. America's made sure every black man's halo is forever attached to the rope around his neck, especially when no trees are in sight. Some unconvenient stores will begin selling black man's breath by the gallon. We are projectiles best aimed, the reason Chinese made Hoyao gunpowder, why guns in the holsters of police will often leap into their hands, bullets will unbarrel without provocation. The history of how black men walk, you'll find listed in the back of newspapers in every city. Their obituaries may not list the size of their shoes, how much they weigh, but America's soil readily accepts their lifeless body as proof. Should we add the category of weight to each story? Should it be listed in grains or pounds? The usual addition of lead must appear somewhere. For example, Fred Hampton walked heavy, carrying with him the weight of a revolution. Martin's demand to stop the war in Vietnam is probably the reason his wings came early. Marcus and Medgar walked with precision, balancing their weights on megaphones. You could clearly hear their message. Emmett walked on echoes. His horrific death and pain is still reverberating its way across this nation. You could hear the melody of his feet and the loss of so many young Black men America took without reason. Alvin walked on air, teaching others to do the same. There are dances in the halls of forever, gliding gracefully, reminding us of Halley's Comet. No one knows the full criteria used in the official assessment of engagement when badges are shown in the presence of Black men. Every Black man knows heaven's gates are always open, always inviting Black bodies too early for sunrise service. Entry appears around the corner or across the street from every police precinct in this nation. I consider a Black man's movement relative to jazz. My father made my voice Coltrane light, not Miles Davis trumpet heavy. Didn't want my hands up to sound too threatening. Made my feet Nicholas Brothers and Gregory Hines toe tap grateful, so even when galloping, it would believe a dance. If I stand on the last level of dirt, my locks would appear right above the blades of grass, and the whole America prepared for me at birth. When asked how Black men walk, my first answer is slowly, as if dragging 2,000 pounds of dirt on this mission to get answers. While Black men has no equivalency in the history of days, no one can tell us in the words we can comprehend why young white men don't fear flashing red and blue lights or sirens. I walk with a shadow bearing too many burdens to keep up. Even my shadows are afraid of nights, trembled at the sight of police. We carry the weight of people we've never met, the anguish of those who came before us. I have my ancestors' locks. These roots are twisted tightly in my father's DNA. I have my mother's eyes. These are warriors living in the veins of Black men's legs. How can we not walk like kings? Head high as trees not tall enough to dangle from. How does a Black man walk? We walk as if death doesn't matter, and glory should be jealous. Every left step is a chorus of hallelujahs. This is my father's face, my grandmother's brain, my mother's back, my ancestors' legs, and heaven's feet. And you ask how Black men walk. We walk as if we've been here before, and we'll be back again and again and again and again, and we'll be back again.
Okay, walk on, Black man. I love the way Black men walk.
and this one I have to do,
My face right there, AJ. Thank you for sharing that, bro.
Yes, sir. Bring it.
And what I want to say about my girl, man, she was amazing, and I love her because she never changed the language. Nikki Giovanni never changed the language. She didn't get stuck where she was. She wanted to bring you back where she never left. There's a difference. Because she was the reason we believe we can stay who we are and still write how we write and not worry about what someone else thinks about our verbiage or how we write or if it's slang or whatever. We write the way we write because she was confident in the way she wrote. And she maintains the whole time. Anyway, this is Mother's Day. This is a poem for my mother because the holidays are so tragic, especially when you're missing someone, And there's nothing you can do about missing them. You just miss them. But this is for my mother, and it's called Mother's Day. I've been planning to ask God why memory is the last to go. How is it possible to hold sounds and images collectively? Can it be these solitary visits through love's timeline has us bound to heartbeats, spares a permanent relationship to a smile's echo? Laughter often reverberates through the corners of my mind, my father's chuckle, my aunt's boisterous outburst of glory, my mother's sounding joy. We know laughter. We know laughter personally. It has forever held us in the comfort of its touch. The sound of it caresses our inner child, holds us when alone or sadness attempts to steal our light. We remember how love greeted us at first encounter. How first sight can be true, even if we're ashamed to say. Pointer, middle, thumb like pressure. Pointer, middle, thumb like pressure. My mother never said directly, but rather inferred. The most important lesson to learn in school is the proper way to hold a pen. Writing comes later. Pointer, middle, thumb like pressure. Pens are island retreats. Planets too far away to draw. A touch less than hands and fingers. A kiss with no lips. Fellowship without being there. The perfect way to say a lasting I love you. It is a story retold when grace shows up unannounced. Pens of swords and spears in the fingers of the right warrior. A sermon on a hill, a prayer on bended knee with amen attached. Pens are the perfect tool for prophets, painters, and poets alike. I cannot take credit for anything I've written or conjured from the depths of souls merely forgotten. It is not by choice I write. I did not choose to be a conveyor of thought, a presenter of pictures using ink and sound. My mother placed a promise of imagination in my head years ago, long before I knew what imagination was. I had felt when fingers stole what was already not mine to keep, wrote it, and safely bound in bindings and books where those looking could easily find. I remember the way she sang Amazing Grace. No need to venture beyond the title to know she is amazing, and grace is a given. I'm often left speechless, unable to explain how grateful and blessed I am for the lessons, the teachings, the listening, the talks, the scriptures, the verses, the songs, the love. How can this not be that forever kind of love we search for in songs, in poems, in life? Pointer, middle, thumb, like pressure. Pointer, middle, thumb, like pressure. I write for her, because she taught me alphabets and spelling and math and rhymes and singing and tones and courtesy and gentlemanship and love and caring and hugs and everything I know. She taught me poetry, how imagination works, how dreams are tangible, how the sky is not that high, how the galaxy is waiting, how no one can do you but you, how to hold on to purpose when you feel it's escaping through your fingers, how stars will fool you glowing bright with the light that's not there. How will we think or heard sometimes love can change to hate, but there's no such thing as hate. It's just not love. She told me God gives us tears to show happy, to show sad, how tears are how we remember, taught me how time has no effect on love and how love conquers all, and all is not measurable, but is the all in all that matters the most. Pointer, middle, thumb, like pressure. Pointer, middle, thumb, like pressure. My mother never said directly, but rather inferred. The most important lesson to learn in school, in life, in love, is the proper way to hold a pen. Writing comes later, and even today, I'm still learning the proper way to hold a pen.
Everyone, please unmute yourselves and show some love. AJ,
Let's go, AJ.
Wow.
Go with it, AJ. Bring it.
Yes.
Woo.
Yeah.
Incredible, AJ.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
That's what's up, man. Always powerful. Listening to you, bro. Thank you for being here and sharing with us tonight, and for doing one of my favorite pieces of your art. So definitely great work. Yeah, and again, the homage is so important that we continue to show that love and support. That's how we live forever. It's by continuing to share these stories and keeping each other here and here. So that's what's up. Appreciate you all sharing those works. You gotta show some love one more time for AJ Houston.
AJ.
Do it, Sai. Do it.
Yes.
Okay. It's coming up on 3 years of 707.
Scared to touch this damn screen.
If they let us go live.
Yeah.
Hopefully they clear the way for you. I know sometimes those punishments don't last the length of what they say. It all depends on what it is that they're looking for. So hopefully it's something that can be resolved swiftly and doesn't stagnate you from your practice. Let's keep this energy flowing. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics for our last artist of tonight, my brother, Coach Josh Smalls.
Walibu. Walibu.
What up, what up, what up? I don't think my light is bright enough. My light is not lighting right now. What's up, y'all good? How everybody?
I see your halo, man. Your halo's still glowing. It's good.
Yeah, you look good, Walibu. Leave it alone.
Leave it alone. Don't mess with it.
You good. We
Yeah,
want
as
we
long
want to
as
hear
you
your
keep
we
your
want
head
to
up.
hear your voice.
When
We
you
just want-
put your head down, your brim kind of goes out. But as long as you keep your head up and read to us, we got you in full.
As long as you keep your head up. Keep your head up. Now my whole phone went, my whole light went out. There we go. I got new stuff. Somebody say new shit.
New shit. Shit new.
So what I'm saying is, this is a silent testimony. So it's more than just words. This is beyond these thoughts. It's embellished in the crescent of your symphony. Dear woman, I found my BPMs in you. You are born perfect, mama, so I remain trapped in your storm. Handcuffed to the way your skin sings my name, those hands of yours are like an altar call. And it makes all things perfect. I fell from the same place that brings moon dust. What I'm saying is, I dwell in your footprints. And I only live because you breathe. You see, my heart only smiles because I've heard your song and I cannot let it go. So I taste your lyrics when I'm lonely. I find prayer every time you flash across my mind. I am addicted to your fragrance, safely buried in the canvas of your secrets. So I bend my knee in the divine of your deliverance. Existing in your space is like a thumbprint on an empty glass. Take me whole. Have me whenever you wish. Drown me in your beginnings and trap me beneath your softness. I am dancing to your music, folding my purpose within your grace. I love you like good morning. Praise you like anniversaries. Lady, you be destiny, and I promise you vibrations. See, you shine like a vacation and everything any man could ever need. You see, this is more than words. I've been baptized in your holiness. This is more than words. I worship you like Sunday, like it's more than words, and God himself, he proved you worthy. And I'm only here, sweetheart, because you grant me love. That's the first one. I've been living in the soft of your sound, open to the oasis. Every breath feels like promise. Still, you make it ritual. And I find every thread of you as fine as the colors in a butterfly's wings. So I stand victim to your dancing, and you reign like sliding forecasts. I am enveloped and sealed by the strength of your licorice. Strong, and sometimes an acquired taste, and still everyone knows your name. Everyone feels your heat. I question sometimes how to fit in the same earth that you hold in your hands. And I wonder if life deems me prisoner or your birthright says you are, therefore so am I. Maybe it's the color or the sound of the pavement begging for your footsteps. I see you in wind gusts. I taste your essence in the softest breezes. You see, you are medicine and you healed my blindness. At the same time, tainting the skyline with the twirling of your beautiful hips. See, I know you in every chocolate flavor, from the darkest hue to the brightest of pecans. So I love your origin. I love it like God's tongue and the breath he stretched from womb to my heartbeat. So if it's love, then call it by its name. But I know this is life. So dear woman, know I exist because you give me breath. There is no me without your permission, so I bow to your graces and bid you a forever beautiful thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Coach.
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
You big
Very,
softy.
very beautiful.
Absolutely.
Hey, Brooklyn in the house.
You see how Brooke see how Brooke was looking? Brooke had this serious look on her face, like, what? Yeah, like that.
Absolutely. I got here in time to hear Coach.
Mhm.
I love it. I love it.
Look,
Hello,
you see what I
everyone.
put in the chat?
Not yet. I will look.
That's
Yeah, I can't. You're right. I can't stand it. You are absolutely right. Cannot stand your brother. But much respect. Gotta respect.
Appreciate it. Love y'all. I look forward to can't stand me often.
Yeah, I know. It's that Brooklyn, it's a Brooklyn thing. It's a Brooklyn thing.
I love it. He had a lot of powerful lines. Just had to listen. Sometimes it's too much to try to jot it down and throw it in there. I think it was I see you in moon dust.
Let me go back to I just finished writing that poem. Hold on, let me see. I know where that's at. I should have just asked AJ what line it's in because he always tell you about the 14th line down. Where is it? It's in here somewhere. Because I know I see you in moon dust, which means I live for your foot. Something I said. I don't remember. It's a poem. I'll send it to you, bro, because I can't even find it. Where
It's
was it?
cool. What was another line that you said? Damn, I kind of lost it. It was like, I don't know. I'll wait till you send it, and then I'll give you the feedback then. But definitely was powerful, right? Both pieces was beautiful, bro.
Oh, I said, I fell from the same place that brings moon dust, which is to say, I dwell in your footprints.
Okay, it was another part where you were saying about what was it? Like a line or two before you say, you exist, therefore I am, or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Right on.
It was you are, therefore so am I.
There it is.
Okay.
Y'all better quote them bones. Go ahead.
This damn baby making voice of his. I cannot. I cannot. Lord have mercy.
Speaking of baby making, we just gave birth to our newest nephew tonight. So 4, maybe 5 hours ago, our nephew was brought into the world. He's here.
Ooh.
All right, congrats.
Yes, Karan. His name is Karan.
Sincere Karan at that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you, brother. So big love to everybody, man. Well, first, y'all show some love for Coach Josh Smalls one more time, please.
Of course.
Move. Yes.
Coach.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah, yes, sir. Your voice is it's captivating, sir. Yeah, ask Brooke.
Oh,
Did
Yeah,
you
I love
did
it when
you
another
say
man gives another
calculating?
love. It is.
captivating.
You heard what I said, sir. Did not do that. You heard what I said.
Damn his voice. Damn it.
Oh.
But Coach Job, I'm glad
Yes.
my daughters are not here. I'll have some grandchildren in here
Oh boy.
from your baby making voice.
Well, I don't. Should I be glad or not? I don't know about that one.
No, you should just leave us alone. I don't need
Heard that.
That's what's up. Well, it's been another beautiful night with you all. Gracious to have y'all here in this space, sharing these meals, with words. Just want to thank y'all for continuing to support the space, as well as each other. You know,
Love
time
you.
is moving. Time is moving. What you gonna say, fool?
I said love you. Thank you
Oh,
so
I
much
love
for
you
the
too, brother.
space that you make for us here.
Thank you.
And yeah, amazing poetry, everyone, tonight. Really incredible.
Indeed, it always is. It's always an experience, with you all.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah. And what I was getting ready to say is, you know, there's no time promised to anyone.
right.
You know, anything can happen, and it usually does. So this life is unexpected. So I'm saying that to say live it to the fullest.
Amen.
Don't shy from who God made you,
Right.
even when you walk into rooms that don't understand you.
That's deep.
Yeah, because we all have those experiences. We've all had moments where we felt like either we didn't belong or we were turned down. But that can never imprison you unless you trap yourself within those walls. Know that God is the best of planners, so we have to plan to be great ourselves. Don't let any opportunity slip through your fingers. If it's presented in front of you, then it is for you. So it's all about what you do with it that's going to prove your greatness. So continue to do God's work. Keep shining your light for the universe, and know that I love you all.
We love you too.
I love you too.
Yeah, we love
you.
Have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right. Good night.
Love you, everyone.
Love you.
Good
Good
night.
show. Great show.
Indeed. Thank you all.
Good night, everyone. Thank you for being in the space.
Yes, indeed.
We need a who's naked up in here retreat.
You know what?
Heard that.
That will be amazing. Maybe that's something we can put together for this. Well, I won't say the spring. We got the festival coming in the spring.
Right. That's
Well,
the
wait,
festival
wait, wait. But bro, that might be a good time to do it.
to do it then,
Yeah,
right?
like we did.
Plus, because I got a hotel connection. We're gonna be at the Marriott this year. I'm working on it now, so that might be a good idea to do it, and then we could do something that Friday night maybe or something like that.
Okay, well, let's
We'll
talk about it.
talk about it.
Let's throw some ideas around to see what we can come up with
Okay.
that will make sense.
Awesome. So
So that it's
awesome.
not so trying for people to get here. I
Amen.
know with the life we live in, with this new
Person.
person in office, right? You already knew where I was going.
I tried.
Things are not going to get any easier for us, but we can
Yeah.
make it easier on each other. So let's continue to work together and see how we can make that possible. Man. I love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you too. Everyone, have a good night.
Everybody have a beautiful evening.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Nadia. Great
Good
share.
night. Good night.
Good
Good
night.
night.
Thank you.
Nadia, you was phenomenal. I'm so glad
Night.
that you shared with us tonight.
Good night, Escape and little ones.
Good
We
night,
love you.
Escape. Thank you for listening in tonight. She might be away from the phone by this time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
Coach, get out of here.
All right,
you
babe,
thank
I'm
you,
ready to
bro.
get out of. Oh, yeah. Oh, just. Oh, good night. Good night, Escape. Good night to the babies.
Well, good night, Escape. We love you.
Love you. All right, babe. Call
Okay.
me.
Bless.